Welcome back, everyone. I need to figure out where my mouse cursor is on this screen. Oh, there it is. My mouse cursor on this Nintendo GameCube. We're back.
Back once again, as they say.
More Kids Next Door, Codename Kids Next Door Operation video game. A game that I am surprised to like as much as I do.
Honestly.
But, you know, now we're about halfway through the game, so it's possible that this is where it starts to become a licensed video game. You know what I mean?
Really, because usually that happens from minute one.
Time for your spanking, number one!
It depends.
And do not bother with the shooting at my hands of justice. I assure you, the darkness makes them quite invulnerable to your attackingness.
Oh, well, that's a great sign.
We'll see about that, Count Spankulot. Maybe there's a way I can shed some light on this situation.
You gotta get the mirror shield. You gotta get the Zelda mirror shield.
There'll be no more bottoms busted while I'm in the neighborhood.
Oh, do I just smack these? Do you think that'll do it?
That's it.
Well, that's a very used solution to that problem.
The answer was pretty much yes.
That's very much a solution that has to be solvable, like a problem that has to be solvable by a child.
Well, you know, my thing was, we're going into this mission with Count Spankulot. What is the probability that we start this mission with the Splanker? But it turns out that we don't have it. So I was like...
Which is tragic.
I was not... Yes. Every mission in this game should start with the Splanker. It may or may not surprise you to know that I've been playing this game a little bit off-screen. Oh my god.
Yeah, I bet you have.
That was loud in my ears. That was big in my ear hole. Yeah, I've been playing this game a little bit off-stream to try and get some of those secrets and some of those little bits and bobs, make sure that we have them. And what I've found is that this game has a lot. Like, not only more than you would think, but a lot more than you would think. Ooh, that was a close one, actually.
That dodge coming in handy.
This game has a pretty good dodge, because it's got 3 different ones. Actually, does it have 4? No, it has 3. Which is 3 more than a lot of games give you.
That's true.
I'm a fan of dodges. I'm a fan of mobility in games in general.
That kid is going
Don't
to
I know it?
cheek transplant if I don't stop that servant of spankiness.
Servant of spankingness. Oh, that's horrifying right there. I don't like that.
No, it's fluffy.
What was the dog's name in, what was the fake dog's name in Terminator 2? It was Woofy. Woofy or Wolfie? It was one of the two.
Step away from the bottom, you spank-happy hooligans!
Press B? Do I have to press B on the kid, or shoot this guy first, maybe? Oh, jeez. This guy's got, like, Legend of Zelda beam sword attack.
Beam spank.
That's what they call me. Oh, that didn't quite work either. Alright, yeah, no. Come over here. Come over here next to this light pole. There we go. Did he just explode? Oh no, he's... Well, this is interesting. There are now mechanics happening. I don't know that they're good.
But there are mechanics.
Nobody can say that mechanics are not happening. Follow me into the darkness, fool. Or out of the darkness, into the light.
I didn't know we were playing Alan Wake.
It doesn't matter what game we're playing, I wish we were playing Alan Wake.
What about when we're playing Alan Wake?
I wish we were playing Alan Wake, but harder.
I wish we were playing Alan Wake 2.
I'm, like, mashing the B button, and the kid is not being rescued.
You probably have to defeat the Dadpire first.
See, that's what I'm thinking. But it appears as though there is no immediately available way to defeat Dadpire. I would defeat him if I could. That light source is not good enough.
The special moves seem to damage him.
Oh, maybe I just need to get him to follow me, like, closely.
Also, that's totally a character from the show, pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. That's something that I'll say is, so far I have seen very, very little in terms of, like, fake
original
video game
designs.
design. Yeah.
That's two very different ways of looking at that.
Well, because in this era, if you had a licensed, like, cartoon video game, anything new would just be fake and, like, oh, it's like a little robot with an antenna on top of it. Maybe it's got a clamp for a hand.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys are pretty much all just like, oh yeah, that's a background character. I remember him from so-and-so. And I appreciate that as somebody who has as somebody who has watched way too much of this show.
Somebody who's played too much of this game.
Already. I feel like I'm dying, but I'm happy about it.
Well, you know what they say. Find what you love and let it kill you.
Is that what they say?
That is what they say. I'm not making that up.
I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before, but I kind of love it.
I'm kind of surprised that you, of all people, has never heard that one.
I've never heard it. I mean, I've heard, like, similar sentiments. I've heard, like, feelings. I've heard, like, or I've read image boards and things like that of people posting on live journals, and it's basically that. But I've never heard it in so many words. I gotta get these rainbow monkeys. Gotta get as many of these rainbow monkeys as possible. So...
You gotta get all the rainbow monkeys.
I'm gonna try to get all the rainbow monkeys. They, like, you don't have to get a whole... You don't have to get, like, an unreasonable amount of them. You have to get 100... What's that?
A gaggle of rainbow monkeys?
That's right. They spread
I
love.
might say that 100 ranks as a gaggle.
It's like... You have to get 100 of them to get everything. But 100 in, like, the case of how many they've actually been dropping is not too bad.
It's reasonable.
Although that level with number 3 really, really stretched that thin. So far, that's probably the weakest level out of all of them, which doesn't super surprise me because I feel like it was probably a challenge for them to come up with gameplay for her, because she very rarely ever fights. Usually, whenever she would fight, she would use the giant, like, rabbit mech.
Yeah. That would have been a cool level.
Would have been a cool level. This game should have got a sequel. Normally, this is the part where I would say, I wonder if Operation Soda is a sequel. Except it's not. Because it came out at the same time.
I mean, that doesn't prove shit.
You could argue that it's a sequel.
I mean, like, in the case of a continuous narrative, it could totally be a sequel. It could be a two-parter episode. You don't know.
There is no narrative. There's a narrative.
There is a narrative.
There's not a narrative to Operations. Well, actually, that's not true. But it's a very it's its own thing. You're dealing with the villain known as Soda Popinski, I believe. Or wait, is Soda Popinski the fucking the Little Mac Punch-Out character?
Maybe.
I think Soda Popinski is the character that they replaced with or the character that became the replacement after Punch-Out had one too many racist stereotypes. And they were like, yeah, Soda Popinski replaced Vodka Drunkinski, who was the Russian fighter. We will not be playing Punch-Out, because as cool as that game is, I'm not good enough at video games to play it. It requires a certain level of, like, knowing and understanding what you're doing that I lack.
In all aspects of life.
Oh yeah. There's a reason why instead of doing something like useful with my time or useful towards humanity, instead I'm playing Operation Video Game.
On Twitch.tv.
All right, now back to rescuing those poor children from Count Spankulot's spank-happy minions.
There's also a good chance, whenever I think about the realities of streaming a game on Twitch, there is a really good chance that at any point, whatever it is you're doing will just be... Like, I don't know what it looks like from the audience's perspective, right? We might just be completely muted
You might just
out.
be a black screen.
We might be muted out. They don't like it when you use ad block. Personally, I don't have any problem when people use ad block. If you want to do that, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, we don't monetize our videos, but at the same time, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to even turn off advertisements to begin with now. So, generally speaking, I don't know what these videos look like until they go up and I'm in the process of editing them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if there's just no audio, and for some reason James Hetfield is there making groany, awful faces towards his guitar, then, you know, you'll know why.
And if there's no audio, then you're not hearing this.
In which case, good for you. You're welcome.
I wanted to say something contentious, but I couldn't think of anything contentious I could say that wasn't just awful.
I mean, that's never stopped you before.
Yeah, but I'm having an off day today, so anything I say, it might be, like, really awful.
Can and will be
Like,
used
things
against you in a court of galactic kids next door.
In a court of, council space.
Oh man, you don't want to go there. Council space would be fine if not for the fact that everyone is kind of racist and super obstructive. So in a lot of ways, it's just like a regular courtroom.
It's worse. It's worse than regular racism. It's bureaucratic racism.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I can't like get behind saving you. I can't get behind even giving you like a legal pardon, despite the fact that I'm acknowledging the fact that you've saved my life 3 times in a row.
In a row.
We unlocked another secret. I kind of forgot, especially when you're playing those games as they come out, and it's like a couple of years in between when you've got each game and each dealing with the council. And then when you're playing it all in a row, you start to realize, oh, the council has always been like this. They've never, ever helped. Ever. Like, the most that the council will ever do for you is be like, I guess we won't arrest you right now, because technically you're still a space cop. Are you just gonna stay here? Are you not gonna follow me? I don't think he's gonna follow me. Okay, so there appears to be like a clear delineation between the ones who are just stage hazards and the ones that will follow you and you have to lure them away because they're dealing with kids, right?
Right.
Oh, good to know. I can use this kid as a buffer. A human shield. Come on,
I love
you
it
boy.
when the mechanics of a video game undermine its narrative tone.
I'm trying to come up with like a current AAA example.
I'm sure there is one, but I've also got nothing.
I don't know, the Medium? The Medium does like everything wrong. You ever want to see somebody try to do a Silent Hill game with all of the subtlety and craft of David Cage? Check out The Medium, because that game is terrible.
That hurt me physically.
It's really, really bad. And apparently they're in talks to be, like, that team is apparently, Bloober Team, I believe they're called, is, like, the one that Konami is probably working with right now to give Silent Hill, and I can't think of anything worse.
That might be the worst thing I've heard all week.
Don't watch The Medium. Don't play The Medium. Especially if you have, like, any kind of trigger warning, anything at all, don't play that game. Or if you like good writing, you know? Subtlety.
All the tact of Fear 3.
Actual, kind of, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
Dude, every time I think of the Fear games, it's like a new moment with me. Every time.
There's only so much that you can look back on positively with the Fear games, and it's like...
The first one is the only one that's even remotely good.
The slow-mo and the cover stuff, that was pretty cool for that first game. And then you think about just the story, and you're like, oh no.
The story was a decent premise for a shooter-angled psychological thriller.
That first game had a really... It was novel.
Yeah.
And for the time, the AI routines and what they were doing with it was really impressive, actually. For the
They
time.
were impressive to me even now, to tell you the truth, like when I played through it recently.
And it's like, they don't do all that much that you haven't seen before. It's just, they're implemented well. They only do one action at a time, which makes each action that they take seem all that much more deliberate and meaningful. But those are...
And the system is exposed to you through the voices of the enemy soldiers, which is interesting.
It's very Half-Life.
Yeah.
Very, I think back to the Marines in Half-Life 1. Can I just go buy this dude? Probably, right? I mean, he's gonna... Oh, there's that. It's a surprising amount of pop-in for a game like this.
This isn't the Unreal Engine.
I was gonna say, for a game that has nothing to do with, like, Cliff Bleszinski or any of the other people... Oh, God. You need to go. Did I get it? I got him. Good. Good, good, good. That was close. That was a surprisingly little tense ambush there. Again, for as little as this game has to work with, I'm kind of
got
impressed.
ideas.
Yeah, it's not bad. I believe that my time with Curse of the Flying Dutchman, the SpongeBob game that I played when I was a kid, I think they did a
Curse of
worse
the
job
Flying
with
Dutchman, that Mass Effect 3 DLC.
Kind of. Oh, that would be amazing. Can you imagine, like, Commander Shepard walking up and he's just Tom Kenny in a beard floating around? Yarr, Shepard! You gotta defeat the Reapers! And Commander Shepard is just, like, glitching into her own hand. Her neck is craning around in an impossible circle.
The spatula just clips into your hand.
Oh, man. I told you last time about that account that I've been following on Instagram that's just, like, random clips of SpongeBob episodes.
Yeah?
It's wonderful. There's so much. I've been following similar accounts for The Simpsons and Seinfeld, but mostly The Simpsons.
Of course.
Oh, boy.
Because we are people from an era. Absolutely.
That era being the 1990s to early 2000s. I feel there's a certain level of There's a certain level to me asking people, hey man, you remember the 90s? And most of the people that I talk to on a regular basis are like, no, I don't. And the conversation ends there. But in my mind, I'm just like, man, remember the 90s? Oh, God. 4:3 aspect ratio not doing me a whole lot of favors here.
4:3 aspect ratio is the true face of the 90s.
Oh, yeah. You know, I've thought about it every once in a while. They keep having, like, re-releases of Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray and stuff like that. I'm like, I do want to watch Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray, but at the same time, the DVDs that I have of it, like, that show has been fine in that format for as long as I've watched it, so... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they did...
You can't improve on perfection.
They did a Blu-ray transfer not too long ago for Batman Beyond. Mm-hmm. And the thing that ended up happening was they kind of screwed it up in a lot of ways. Same thing...
How do you figure?
They did the same thing with Buffy, where they got, like, the color grading all wrong, and a lot of scenes are, like, the saturation is boosted too high. And, like, it's not the cleanest image. Just a lot of technical bugs that end up making it not like not the thing that they promised you.
Not as perfect as it should have been.
It should be a slam dunk. You'd be like,
right.
All of the work on this animation is already done. Literally all you have to do
Number one is back in business.
Is go back, clean it up, maybe do some in-between work, and translate it. Translate it to a newer set of displays and color depth and do that kind of thing. And assuming that, like, the masters of those still exist, I wonder what the problem is, other than somebody looks at it who doesn't really know what they're doing. The same thing happened with two more of my favorite series, famously the Orange Box set for Dragon Ball Z. They did a really, really bad job with those. Like, an astonishingly bad job. And I actually have that one. Like, I look over to my left and I've got the Orange Frieza Saga box. And it's fine. Like, I'll watch the fucked up versions of Dragon Ball. It's still a great show. But then you've also got Buffy the Vampire Slayer had a pretty famous HD transfer into widescreen. Only, hey, not only did they mess up a lot of the color grading and, like, totally wash out scenes that are supposed to be really, like, deep black and chiaroscuro shading is something that Joss Whedon shows have a lot of. Not only did they screw that up and the actual composition of scenes, but that show was shot for 4:3, like prime time. So when you put it into widescreen, you suddenly see boom mics, among other things, and it's like, you should have just left it in 4:3. You really shouldn't have bumped it up.
It's a shame.
And it's just like, it's hard to impress upon people who didn't grow up with it, who are like, well, what's the problem? Why does this look bad? It's not in widescreen. And it's like, no, you don't understand. Widescreen wasn't always a thing. Widescreen is, like, relatively new on television.
Is this what it is to feel old?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Don't get me wrong. Widescreen is better when it's, like, made for it.
But sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah, but if it's not made for the medium, then it doesn't work out.
Hey, you leave my girlfriend Lizzie out of this.
Girlfriend? Ah, yes. Well then, if you won't join me, perhaps she will.
Lizzie Divine. might be one of the most contentious characters in this show. Because she was really annoying.
If I don't get some light down here fast, I'm going to get my butt whooped. Maybe there's a way to switch the direction those spotlights on the clock tower are pointing.
Interesting. Oh, well, there's a switch. I was gonna say, what could this be? Maybe I lead them into one and then blow them up, and it's like, no, you just hit the switch.
Yeah, you just hit the switch.
Yeah. That's also something that I can appreciate, though, is when I, of all people, start overthinking something, it's like, that's maybe a little too simple.
Never thought I'd see the day.
But then it's also like, yeah, I can appreciate how simple this is. As someone who plays Monk in Final Fantasy XIV, I appreciate how simple this is. At first I was gonna be like, man, maybe they should have given these guys one more recorded line, and then I'm like, nah, I like it the way it is. Ow, it was. You know, this game looks even better when you pull out like that. Just the camera goes further and you can't see the polygons as easy.
We doing phrasing still?
I was gonna say it, and then I was like, I shouldn't say it.
But then I said it.
And then I didn't have to
That's what
say
I'm
it.
here
As
for.
they say, the spanking is always stingiest before the dawn. Or was it darker? Oh, before dawn. No, no, colder.
Darker, colder, sounds like an Arctic prison cell to me, Count, and that's where you're going.
Damn. Fucking blasted. You put this on World Star.
Yes, yes, my minions. Let no bottom go unspiked.
I imagine that World Star has to be like a big thing on Instagram, right?
I was gonna say, is World Star still a thing?
Probably not. But it has to exist in, like, in different forms, right? People just posting videos of people getting into fights all the time. That's gotta be like a social media thing. I mean, there was that one video not too long ago of the racist dude at like a racetrack or whatever, and then he's being terrible to the guy in the store with him, and then like the dude drops a soda can, but then he just kicks the soda can away and picks it up and slams it into his face like he's Frank Castle. That was a good video.
I think I know the one.
A satisfying video. Listen, I am generally against... I don't advocate for violence against my fellow man, but sometimes it's real satisfying to see somebody just get smacked upside the face. The only thing that would have made that video any better, any more satisfying, is if that dude had a splanker. What if Doom Guy should get a splanker for the next game?
Yes.
Just
Instead of the chainsaw, it's the splanker.
I would love that. Would be a really good mod. You just hit somebody once and they explode into power-ups.
They just ragdoll and go flying.
Looks like you're running
That
out
would
of
be
time
wonderful.
and henchman, Spankulot.
The only thing I'm in the running out of is patience for your smart remarks, naughty boy.
I don't know if this is you, but I remember as a kid getting told some variant of insult, like, based on smart. Either smart Alec or smart mouth or something a lot.
Faster,
To the point
faster, my minion.
that smart became like a bad thing to hear. It's an
That
odd...
explains a lot.
It's an oddly specific thing to remember from childhood. But as I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh yeah, people used to call people smart Alex. What the hell happened to that?
I got called a smart ass all the time as a kid.
I mean, I get called a smart ass sometimes.
Because I was a fucking smart ass when I was a kid.
Yeah, when
and some
you were a kid.
Some might say that I still am. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why people had such a problem with me being a smartass when I was a kid. I
wonder why people have such a problem with me now.
As I sit back with like zero self-awareness, just blasting these vampires away with my pepper gun. Hey, stop that. I'm trying to make a point here. Oh no, the light's gone. I need that. I can't get out. I can't get out. This darkness is imprisoning me with all that I see. An absolute spanking. Whoop. This is this is surprisingly tense. There are just so many of them. The rushdown.
High-intensity gameplay backed up by snappy, responsive controls. What else do you need? Disclaimer, I am not playing the game.
I will say, it does control well. I would not make any real changes to this. It feels good to play. I'm surprised this game got as bad reviews as it did, because I remember one of the reasons why I never played it was that it was really trashed on. This is way better than most of the SpongeBob games that came out. I also happen to like Kids Next Door more than SpongeBob. Not that I don't like SpongeBob, but I like Kids Next Door more.
Look on the bright side, Count. Your little spanking crusade may be over, but at least you'll be spending the morning in a nice, dark prison cell.
But no! There are still so many naughty children left to spank! Surely a ill-behaved youngster like yourself knows this to be true!
One more word, Spanky-Lot, and you'll be peeling garlic in the Arctic prison cafeteria!
This all sounds horrible for a vampire. That's like against the Geneva Convention.
The Geneva Convention for vampires?
The one convention. The Geneva Convention.
Exactly one.
The Geneva Convention, this night only in downtown Ontario.
No, vampires only get one convention.
What, like the International Geneva Convention is for some reason the Vampire Convention?
Yeah.
And not like FangCon or some shit?
Who says it can't be both?
I mean, it can
I
be whatever
say.
you want. I would go to both of those. I would go to FangCon.
International Geneva FangCon.
The International Geneva Convention, and it's just like a fan convention about the UN, and it's just the most depressing thing you've ever seen.
I don't know, those are some big shoes to fill.
Speaking of big shoes to fill, I don't know, this guy's probably got big feet.
More than me!
I was trying to come up with, like, something to say, but then I realized that depth perception in this fight is giving me a whole lot of trouble. I don't actually have all that much commentary about him. As opposed
Don't
to
actually have all that much commentary about depth perception.
Don't actually have all that much commentary in general. What, this isn't Metal Gear Solid.
For the hand of justice, wrongdoer!
Oh God. Yeah, this is a little rough as it is, without the without being able to properly kind of gauge where some of these attacks are gonna land. I mean, the lock-on is good. I'm happy to... Oh, jeez, come on. We're playing a rhythm game now. Please move! Move into the light, you bastard!
This game loves its spotlight mechanics.
This game really does love its spotlight mechanics.
No wonder the tech was so good. Of course, they keep using it.
I'm a little confused as to whether or not there is a way to get him to move into a position. Or if he just goes where he wants.
Maybe this is where that licensed game starts to happen.
Maybe. But this also being a licensed game from the era, I'm gonna say I did think ahead, and we do have cheat codes if that needs to happen. Because this came from the era in which cheat codes were a thing in games instead of having to, like, tack them on with paid DLC. And I don't know that anybody would be down to watch, like, a third 3-hour stream of Codename Kids Next Door Operation video game. I mean, I'd be down.
It can last as long as it needs to.
I'll play it. I'll keep playing it forever. Oh, you know what it would be called if they remade this game? So SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom has rehydrated. This one would be Codename Kids Next Door recommissioned.
I was just gonna say, it would totally be recommissioned.
Who voices Count Spankulot?
No.
Because I
It's
can
familiar though.
like I can hear it. I can hear it, but I can't hear who it is. You know what I mean? I can hear the ticks.
You can hear that it is someone, but you don't know who.
Yeah.
Prepare for the hand of justice, wrongdoer!
Oh, hey, what's up? I feel like I should be able to break this open and light just pours into the arena, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of the first time that we stepped into the last one that looked like this. One more? One more. Oh, man. This might as well be platforming.
For as confusing as it is, yeah.
Ah, damn.
And generally non-productive.
It was like one hit, yeah. This could have been
Maybe
over.
there is something you're missing.
This could have been over. There's got to be a way to, like, lure him into the light, right?
What happens if you hit him with a charged shot? Anything? Does it knock him back?
I don't know. Oh, I don't have enough charge right now. I'll try it in a second.
Some power of Count Spankulot!
Did that hurt him at all? He went a little red. I don't know if that caused damage, but he went red. See, sometimes I feel like I'm jumping over the projectiles and then I still get hit.
Video game hitboxes. You love to see it.
Oh, boy. Come on. Is this gonna be Psycho Mantis?
It might be Psycho Mantis.
I mean, it would be...
It would already be more Psycho Mantis than you're currently aware of.
It's a little, I mean, it's kind of thematically appropriate. Okay, maybe he chases you when you get close to him. I think that's what it is. But I was, like, avoiding getting close to him because... Yeah, of course. Come on. Okay, yeah. That seems to be the thing that does it.
Now you get it.
And this is just free cover over here. Yep. Okay, that's a little bit better. Follow me, you fool! Follow! There we go.
Some power of Count Spankulot!
I've apprehended Count Spankulot, and I'm bringing him in.
That's great, number one, but I'm doing a little upgrade on the cool bus, so I don't have room for him yet. I mean, I could clean out a closet or something, but...
Just toss him in the
That's
engine,
quite
who
all right,
cares?
number two. We can put him in cold storage for now, and ship him off to the moon base when we've captured the others. See you back at headquarters. Number one, out.
Literally just freeze him? Good stuff. Oh boy, I think I know what's coming up next.
Please, I beg you, I cannot go back to prison. The food, it is terrible, and it's so very, very boring.
Don't worry, Count. Our super maximum security prison is equipped with a first-rate spankatorium, with all the latest equipment guaranteed to meet the needs of even the most demanding spanker.
Really?
No.
They added Foley to when his gun is moving around. They made it clank.
Cool.
P has reported sighting a sweet revenge off the coast of South Dakota. Sweet revenge?
South Dakota doesn't exist.
Sticky beard shit.
South
Just a
Dakota
myth.
is
Get me
real.
aboard and number 5 will handle
South
it.
Dakota's
South
a myth.
Dakota is made of foam latex.
Number 8.
South Dakota and North Dakota are lies made up by the Patriots to control information
About Dakota.
about the real Dakota.
I don't remember this being here. What does this button do?
Dee no!
Buttons when you don't know what they do.
That was my new harpoon, the one we were going to use to get number 5 aboard the Sweet Revenge.
Well, if you don't want me to press
I
it,
love that their
don't
ship is
make it
called
a
the
button.
Sweet
Make
Revenge.
it well, something less pressable.
Now what are we gonna do?
Yo, number
We need to
4.
build another
He's
one,
just
I guess.
me.
Number 2, get us to the Sweet Revenge. Maybe we'll be able to find some spare parts you can rig up along the way.
When I was a kid, my favorite was always number 1, but now it's number 4, clearly.
Because number 1 is who you wanted to be, and then number 4 is who you turned out to be.
If you don't want me to press it, don't make it a button. Make it something less pressable. I can't wait to fight Sticky Beard. Of course, you know who voices Sticky Beard.
Ratty children of the starboard bow!
Tom Kenny.
No.
Quit your barking,
No.
Butt. When my cool bus is through with you, you won't have a
Well, it should
starboard
be.
bow.
Who?
Wow.
It's Mark Hamill,
Bow wow.
I did not know that.
Genius.
right?
I ought to shoot you down just for that joke, laddie! To the long ships, my candy-coated crew!
It sounds like it could be Tom Kenny, but you hear the Joker in him.
Kids next door operating
A bit,
instructions.
yeah.
Activate the Gamma Guard. Gamma Ray once charged. Okay, it seems to be the same
It's
thing.
this again.
Yeah. It's this again, but pink. See you in 40 minutes.
Yeah. I love that it's a tour of the whole Rogues Gallery.
Exactly. This is a...
It's exactly what you want it to be.
I was gonna say, it's Arkham Asylum before Arkham Asylum.
Big sticky butt that makes it do that.
What a thought. What a thought to have.
Imagine a Kids Next Door game, but it plays like Arkham Asylum. It has like that budget. Oh, this rapid fire is pretty good. I just appreciate how arcadey this is.
It seems like the part of the game that plays the best.
It plays, yeah, it for sure plays the best. Like, granted, there's not much to get wrong. But you could. That's not saying anything. Remember when we thought that this was like the worst bottom of the barrel stuff that you could get at a Blockbuster?
Yeah.
And then it turned out. Then Steam happened. And Steam was good for a long time. Again, it's only like relatively recently that Steam has become borderline unusable and filled with pornography. It used to be like a show of quality that you got your thing onto Steam because Steam was curated for the longest time.
And now it's not.
Why would you curate it when you could make so much more money by just letting trash onto your store?
And we're too lazy to curate.
Oh,
too
God.
much work.
Speaking of too much, this audio,
Oh my god.
it can't handle it. It's the part of the game that plays the best. I never said it was the part of the game that sounded the best.
No, the part of the game that sounds the best is all the cutscenes.
And just anytime music is happening.
Yeah?
Codename Kids Next Door had some underrated music.
It put the work in, for sure.
I wonder who... I need to look up who did the music on Kids Next Door, because I wonder what else they did music for. You imagine they've probably done something, right?
You would think.
Unless it's one of those awful situations where they never did anything else.
Never got any more work.
People are like, nah, you guys cost a little bit too much and take a little bit too many risks. This feels really good. I'm a huge fan of what's happening on this game right now. You know what's gonna happen too is we're gonna start playing Jade Empire, and I'm gonna get to one of those sections and I'm gonna be like, man, this is not as good as Codename Kids Next Door.
I want you to clip that moment so we can bring it up later.
I want you
If
to
it
clip
happens.
it, because I'm playing the game.
Yeah, well, I'm also playing the game.
I know you are.
I'm treating this like a podcast.
That's fine. That's fair. The Tarpoon! The Tarpoon is a great name for that. How's Final Fantasy going for you, exactly?
I'm a little burned out on it, not playing it right now.
I've been kind of feeling that this last week. I've been caught in this awkward place of, like, my monk is level 80, and I'm kind of just now starting Shadowbringers. Like, I'm a ways into it. I'm like a couple of dungeons in, but my Gunbreaker is one level below where he needs to be on par with the story. So I'm like caught in between, well, I don't want to waste time.
The revenge around here, Sticky Beard, is gonna be mine. Served cold like the Arctic prison cell that's waiting for you. Oh, knock it off.
Like, I don't want to waste time and like, you know, run the time out on my subscription trying to level up my dude to get him to the point where he can do the regular story content. But at the same time, I don't want to keep doing the same rotation that I've been doing for 80 levels. So I'm just caught at, like, this awkward middle ground. That said, Gunbreaker has been surprisingly easier to play the main story content than Monk has been. Monk is really easy. It's just that Monk is not survivable. Like, playing tank in the MSQ you can absolutely just turn your brain off. Because, like, there's no single enemy that's ever on the overworld that's going to be able to hurt you at all. Even like instant duty missions I found are significantly easier and simpler playing as a tank. The timing on like DPS checks in the MS2 tend to be a lot stricter. Allow for a lot less fun or creative play. That's what I found. I found it easier to fail as a DPS than a tank. Woof.
Speaking of sales, I hope you got a discount on those flying crow's nests. You get it? Sale? Discount?
Would you please stop that?
Oh, we got a new environment.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't expect this. Like, again, it's the lowest bar in the world to set, but every single time that they do something that requires effort, I'm like, man, this wouldn't get made today without microtransactions.
It sure wouldn't.
If you want a licensed Cartoon Network video game nowadays, you're gonna have to go on Cartoon Network Arcade on their mobile app. You remember Orbit, the like collectible card game they had on their website that was just like JPEGs of Samurai Jack and Blossom and Dexter?
I do, vaguely. I remember the name.
I remember spending a lot of time playing Cartoon Network Orbit and not getting like a whole lot out of it, but still having a ton of fun.
Of course.
Oh, come on! These 24 is gonna be tougher than that! Hit him again, number 2!
Super apologies, by the way, for anybody who might be listening to this audio live. It's obviously super crunchy on the part of the game. There's not too much I can do about that. Although in the video version, I will at least I'll lower the volume a little bit so that it's not like as crazy.
Smooth flying, number 2. These spare parts should get us back on schedule to intercept Sticky Beard.
Great. You take the controls while I go back and build us another tarpoon. Oh, and don't let you-know-who anywhere near the you-know-what while I'm gone.
Hey! I'm sitting right here!
D. Bradley Baker actually has a like voice acting course that he teaches on his website along with Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom has his own, and I
would take the Steve Bloom course.
Here's the thing, man. I wanted to take Steve Bloom's course. It was so fucking expensive. It was so prohibitively expensive. I was like, I can't afford this. I'm in college.
Yeah, that'll do it. College will do it.
But they're both doing their own thing. Anybody, if you're interested in checking out what those guys are up to, just take a look at their website, and they've got a lot of fun stuff about how to kind of get into the industry. It's cool stuff.
I'm kind of surprised that Steve Bloom hasn't retired yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like, what... Steve Bloom is always going to sound like Steve Bloom, even if he gets to be older, right?
Yeah, that's true. He's got a voice that doesn't age. Because it already sounds like he's like 70.
Kinda.
Like a good 70. And a good 70 is always going to be a good 70.
That skinny guy, that was Tom Kenny.
Oh.
I can't fight a proper battle on an empty stomach.
God.
Visit me candy
Sticky Beard's teeth in 3D look awful!
I'm also kind of surprised that Mark Hamill is still alive.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen him recently? He kind of looks terrible.
I mean, he looked pretty terrible like 20 years ago. He got in a car accident that fucked up his face.
Oh, that'll do it.
And then he just got older and older and older. But the reason that he's alive, as opposed to some of his co-stars, is because his co-stars were, like, the heavy smokers, heavy drinkers, and heavy drug users. And to my knowledge, despite the fact that it was the 70s, Mark Hamill didn't really do that.
Despite the fact that it was the 70s, smoking still did give you cancer.
Oh yeah. In fact, it was worse for you then. Which is saying a lot, because don't do it, it's still awful for you. Because of the fact that I tag these videos with, like, Cartoon Network and such, and, like, Codename Kids Next Door, on the off...
You gotta be a bit of a moral vanguard here.
On the off chance that anyone is watching who needs to be told, do not smoke or drink, or do drugs.
And also don't be racist.
Also don't be racist. Wait, are we talking about Cosmo Kramer?
We might be talking about Cosmo Kramer, maybe.
Makes it hard
I don't
to
know how he got into this, but we can take this angle.
Who were you talking about?
Nobody. That's just good life advice.
Alright, I'll take that. I'm just saying, it's really hard to go back and watch some of those episodes of Seinfeld when you're like,
yeah.
Oh, Kramer. Kramer, you're really funny in this scene, but why do you have to be that person? It's so easy to not be that person.
Man, that was too easy.
It was too easy.
Thinks we got us a stowaway aboard, matey.
Some might
Come
say
to
too
steal me
easy.
Candy treasures. So keep your eyes peeled and your powdered sugar dry.
Powdered sugar dry? Man, that's almost as bad as number 2.
Okay. Mark Hamill is awesome, though.
Yeah.
The day that I learned that he was the head of the tribunal in Metalocalypse, I was like, oh, I think I might be a little bit in love with this dude.
He's great.
I was never, you know, or that's not true. As a kid, I was definitely a Star Wars kid. And I think he did, you know, he's an awesome job as Luke. He's one of the most iconic movie roles ever. But at the same time, to be that and then also be the Joker, who I was probably a lot more knowledgeable of at the time, given, you know, little kid in the 90s. He's great. He's got a hell of a range.
He is the best Joker, hands down.
Oh yeah. Although I will say, John DiMaggio did a really good job as the Joker in Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, he's a pretty good Joker, but I think that Mark Hamill is still the best one.
What, you don't like Jared Leto or Joaquin Phoenix? Joaquin Phoenix is fine.
Heath Ledger was a pretty good Joker.
Heath Ledger was a really good Joker. That was a great movie. Here, you know what? If you're a young and impressionable youth, go back and watch. Actually, maybe depending on how much of a youth you are, maybe don't.
Depending on how young and how impressionable.
If you're young, if you're too young to watch Heath Ledger in Batman, maybe don't watch our streams either.
Yeah.
Nothing good will come from that. I mean, nothing good will come from watching our streams in general, but where is the camera trying to point me? I think the camera's just trying to point me towards the middle of the room. Okay, that door appears to have opened. Yeah.
This stowaway lacks the skills to steal me candy, laddies. Me Jolly Roger is safer now. As you were.
We'll see how lacking it feels when I stow my foot in his sticky butt.
So, there's something that I want to say also about this level so far. In any other licensed, like, cartoon game of the era, or, honestly, just any, like, PlayStation 2, Xbox original game of the era, this would be a straight-up stealth mission that just doesn't work. Whereas right now it's mostly like you don't instantly fail if you get caught, right?
Right.
You get caught, and then it's like, all right, just hit them in the back, and they'll fall over and be done. If this was like an unskippable stealth sequence, that would be the worst thing.
Especially because a game like this would not have good stealth mechanics.
No.
Like, straight up.
A game that can't seem to figure out how to work its own camera. I can't... That's one thing, again, I'll impress upon you that this game's camera is, at times, awful. Like, look at this. That's just...
I see it.
Oh, man. I'm just trying to, like... I'm just trying to tank, like, a hit and get this guy from behind and knock him over. I think they might be actually invincible from the front, though.
Maybe.
Shit. That one was not worth it. Might have to try this again a couple times. Alright. Back of the head will do it. That's good to know. I need a soliton radar to tell me, like, where their vision cones are.
In the description for this video, you're gonna have to come up with a KND acronym for Soliton Radar. Or just Soliton. We'll do fine.
Soliton. Alright, maybe. If I can remember to do that, I'll do it.
I like creating work for you. It makes me feel powerful.
I like occasionally just ignoring that work, because that's how I roll.
That makes you feel powerful.
That's right. I got enough goddamn work as it is. Let me tell you that much right now. This stream rated TV Y7. Suitable for all audiences. All audiences.
Now that's quite the pull.
You can... You know what? I don't know if this stream is entertaining for, like, humans, but you could probably put this on like a TV for your dogs when you go to the store. That'd probably be okay. There's a lot of, like...
You just put, like, a little JPEG of a dog treat on the screen.
Yeah. It's like, Scooby Snacks.
Yeah.
That's on brand for us.
Totally.
Oh my good... This is wonderful. Huh? What was that noise? Whose
What was that
footsteps are
noise?
these? Does he see me or not? There we go. Okay, now he sees me. This is pretty much exactly the opening to that first little courtyard in MGS1. We didn't do that on stream, but usually the way to do it is you take the right path and you just swing around that that one crate over and over again, and the dude catches your footprints over and over again. Nice. Nice.
Giant candy cannonballs! With these candy pirates aim, number 5 can't think of a better way to waste perfectly good candy. Well, nowhere left to go but up.
I just realized that the cannonballs in Sticky Beard's Sweet Revenge ship are probably supposed to be, like, giant gumballs.
Jawbreakers.
Or jawbreakers, and that's amazing.
Because of course they would be.
Each one costs 25 cents. You remember that episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy where they go into the Jawbreaker vault and they have like a mile wide and mile high, like Willy Wonka-esque. Oh God, where is the thing for this? It's not over there. I don't appear to be able to jump on this. But they have, like, jawbreakers from all over the world.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go there. That seemed like it would be a wonderful place. Something I appreciate about Universal Orlando is, among, I guess, everything else, because I'm a shill for that place.
Don't I know it?
Better than Disney World. Sorry. Not sorry. They totally have giant jawbreakers that you can buy that don't fit in your mouth, and it's wonderful.
How giant are we talking? Like softball size?
Yeah. Like, I get too big to fit in your mouth. I had one for, like, a year because I couldn't do anything with it. I eventually had to melt it down in coffee.
You would do that. How was it?
It was cool. It was a good way to flavor a coffee.
Sure would be nice to hang out and enjoy the view, but when number 5 is done with Sticky Beard, he'll be enjoying the view from his new prison cell.
I appreciate that they modeled the fucking trail in the dirt here, because Sticky Beard's ship just runs over people's houses.
Because it can't fly.
Right? Oh, can't break that. I thought I'd be able to break it open. We're going this way. There we go. And the lifesavers are literally lifesavers.
Obviously.
Sticky Beard's
Now
ship is awesome.
That's coming full circle.
I love the theming in this show. It's just incredible.
Sugar me timbers, matey. Means our little stowaway may have what it takes after all. An extra ration of jelly beans to the one that brings her to me.
Jelly beans? Man, surely number 5 is worth more than a handful of old jelly beans. I mean, licorice or maybe some sweet...
Jelly beans, licorice, makes no difference. You'll be getting no candy from me, lassie. Best abandon me ship while ye still can.
How do you feel about licorice? I like licorice.
I don't like it. Never have.
It's interesting. A lot of people, so actual licorice, like not fake licorice, I can't eat because I'm allergic to, as you might imagine.
Shocker.
But my favorite type of licorice is the type of licorice that everyone seems to hate, which is black licorice. It tastes super bitter. In fact, it tastes like a cologne that I have smells. But I've always liked it. What? I hit that guy from behind? What's the deal with that? Try that again. Maybe I'm hitting him from, like... Maybe I'm Mario stomping him or something in the game's logic. Oh, I can't jump over that. Okay. Interesting. Well, there's no way I'm gonna get a big boss ranking at this point.
No way, you've killed too many people.
That's right. Number 5 is no hero. Just a killer hired to do some wet work. Oh, come on. I'm very confused here.
Confuse-a-nomaton.
Operation Confusion. Operation Microtransaction. The licensed game is starting to show a little bit.
Little bit. Because it's not a stealth section, but it's totally a stealth section.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a stealth section, but also you're supposed to hit these guys from behind to knock them out. But every time I hit this guy from behind, it just didn't... Like, it worked that time, but it didn't work when I was hitting him from above, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's like, what's the actual... I think it was because the game thought I was doing a Mario stomp on him.
Maybe.
Okay. This looks like the way to go. If I can just get this guy. Good, good. That sounded like I broke his back.
Breakage has occurred.
And if you break line of sight, they just... Okay, they just seem to forget about you a lot of the time. Let me try and go up this way. Just make him completely forget. Memento mori. Tabula rasa, rather. Like it never happened.
Mm-hmm. This is the moment when we would start talking about something interesting to kind of smooth over this not-so-good gameplay segment.
Yeah, well... You know what I can't wait to... You know what I can't wait to do?
What?
Be done with Mass Effect 3 so we can start playing Snake Eater.
Yeah.
Snake Eater is... I'm both looking forward to and not looking forward to Snake Eater because it's going to require a lot more work on my part. But at the same time, it's a great game. And it also means that I don't have to, like, be sad every third minute I see something on screen in Mass Effect 3.
But there will be plenty of sadness to go around.
Oh, yeah. Nothing to see here. This section is also very of the era. Like, everything that's happening right here, this is the kind of stuff that I always expect. But that's okay. In all honesty, this might be the kind of thing that I skip forward on the YouTube. On the YouTube? Maybe not.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
it's a VOD. Who cares?
It's
Nobody
a VOD.
curates that shit.
I'm the only one who curates it. I'm the only one who curates it. I'm the only one who curates this Kyrie-eleison down the road that I must travel. Oh, I can't hit the bell? How will I be notified if a streamer that I like updates a new video? Is that what... Do people still smash the bell?
Is that like smashing that like button?
Yeah, is there still a bell? Tell me, people of YouTube, is there a bell? Maybe that gets deactivated with an ad block, I don't know.
Number 5, where are you?
Maybe.
Where do you think I am? I'm trying to get Sticky Beard.
Well, I have a little problem. See those cannons? You gotta take them out or the cool bus is toast, and we won't be around to pick you up after you've captured Sticky Beard.
Man, does number 5 have to do everything around here?
It's consistent.
Man,
Abigail
number
used to
5's gotta
have to
fight
pretty much do
all these
everything.
bandit pirates by herself
Yeah.
just to get old
It
Sticky
tracks.
butt off the ship? Okay, here's the cool bus.
She
Just gotta...
she kind of jumped back and forth between being the second and first most competent member of Sector V.
Don't these guys get shore leave
Yeah.
at some point?
Anytime that, like, a story thing wasn't happening with number 1, she was, like, the Deuteragonist. Deuteragonist?
Deuteragonist? Listen, I'm not a theater major.
No, you're not. But then again, I'm not a math major, and boy am I not. What was it today that I had to count for something? And I just completely... Like, I had to count for some reason. And
And you're like, what comes after 3?
I had to count for some reason, and instead of doing the job or work that I had to do, I'm pretty sure I just, like, left it on the table and walked away and said no. And I'm pretty sure that was how, like, that responsibility faded into the ether. I can't even remember what it was supposed to be. Ooh, I unlocked a secret. You're gonna have to chase me a lot better than that. I always liked the episodes with, like, the candy cane swords. Because anytime there was a candy cane sword, immediately somebody would have to get into a candy cane sword fight.
Of course.
Kids Next Door was a show that knew and understood the importance and coolness of a sword fight. If ever there was a situation where somebody had to fight somebody one-on-one, it was almost always some type of sword fight. That's something that needs to show up more often. There's a really good example of a non-sword sword fight in The Simpsons, where Homer has to fight this biker dude, and they just pick up full motorcycles and start smacking each other with them. It's a good episode. I don't remember.
That sounds like a good episode.
I don't remember if it was a good episode, but that was definitely a good part.
Number 5?
I don't remember how, like, late into the show that may or may not have been.
What the? More candy pirates? Man, don't these guys get
I cannot
shorties
skip
at
this
some
cutscene
point?
for those who may be curious. I wonder if I can just largely ignore what's going on with the stealth and smack these guys down. Oh, probably not. Probably not. Okay. There are a surprisingly large amount of dudes. This is not a very well-designed section.
It looks like it could be better.
It looks like it would have trouble being much worse.
The only thing I dislike more than stealth games is stealth sections in games that are not stealth games.
That's totally fair. Well, because that's...
at least a stealth game knows what it's trying to be.
Yeah, like, I feel like part of the reason why you have this aversion to stealth games is because of us growing up in this kind of era where games would
With games have bad stealth sections.
They would almost always feel like they had to have a stealth section, like, regardless of the genre.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna... Oh, no.
To which I do not understand the appeal.
I mean, the appeal is that you need to have, you know, you need to have gameplay variations, right? And so people are like...
Sure.
Oh, come on, that looked like it needed 2 hits. And so people are like, well, what's the easy way to do that? And usually people are like, oh, well, you gotta have a sewer level. And then sewer levels became bad. Or people are like, well, you gotta have, like, an underwater level.
Okay.
Or you gotta have a stealth level.
I just gotta... What the?
Or you could have a train level. But for some reason, train levels always stayed good.
Train levels stayed good because, like, there's no room to actually maneuver or move around. So there's significantly less that has to be designed.
Plus, they're just cool thematically.
Yeah. You get a good sense of motion and forward momentum. Oh, come on, you bastard. Oh, the camera's not being my friend here. Also, okay, so this is a mistake that I've been making, which is if somebody sees you and then you run behind them and hit them, it doesn't count. You have to hit them from behind while they're unaware. It's not a matter of hitting them behind and then knocking them out. It's specifically sneaking up on them. There are just so many. Just so many dudes. Yeah, see that guy I hit like from directly behind him and it didn't count.
It definitely enforces the idea of the stealth section more than anything.
Come on, come on. Maybe hit this guy while I'm coming around this way? Yeah. Oh, but unfortunately sometimes you hit the guy and that alerts the other guy that the guy's been hit, thus necessitating the need to reset the loop.
And it becomes a problem.
Like, there's a way to do this. There's gotta be a way to do this, but yeah, it's a little rough.
I feel bad for all the QA that didn't happen here.
All those people that got to go home and see their families.
Yeah.
If they had just suffered more, we could have had a better video game.
We could have had a better licensed Codename Kids Next Door video game for the Nintendo GameCube.
And Xbox original. Wait, are we not done? Do I have to get everybody? Is that what's going on?
Might have to get everybody. That might be what's going on.
Can I not just, like, move on to the next section? No, I think I have to actually take out everyone. If only I had the high frequency blade with me, I could really tear some shit up. Oh, what the fuck? How did you see me? Oh man, I really do feel like I'm back in 2005. That's the most video game sentence I've ever heard.
For real.
Oh boy. They really track you down. Except
they
sometimes,
are, you might say, relentless.
Except sometimes when they just completely forget. Must have been the wind. You know what? That's one thing that I do miss about, like, Bethesda RPGs, is shooting some dude in the back of the head with an arrow, and he's like, what was that noise? Must have been the wind. I know you're out there somewhere, he says as he's got just like a sword poking through his chest.
He's got like 3 arrows sticking out of his head because it's a Bethesda RPG.
Must be seeing things. You know what some of my favorite videos are?
What?
In like recent years is watching like videos of real people having actual conversations, and it's just overlaid with Oblivion Tavern music. That's
a good one.
Those are like high art. Are any of these health? This is okay.
That hit the spot, baby.
Where's this other guy? If he would just turn around, I could get him. What this needs is, I wish I could, like, zoom out the camera and see above this middle section here. Because the camera also keeps getting caught on the middle section. Just gotta wait for him. Come on. Please don't turn around in the time that it takes me to get to you and not. God fucking damn it.
Them's the brakes.
It was like right there too. That's one that you can see on camera. This reminds me of that section relatively early on in Final Fantasy VII where you have to board the pirate ship. And I won't go into any more detail than that. But that section plays better than this one does.
Man, I may have silenced
I bet it
those
does.
guns, but number 5's ears are gonna be ringing for a week.
Alright, now we could take that up. But first what we need to do is survey the deck one more time to get as many of these rainbow monkeys as possible. Because we're relatively close to 100, but we need to actually make sure that we get 100. Or as many as possible, anyway. Yeah, this game has like a ton of little secrets and little additions and extras. And if we don't get to it this time, I'll pull it up next time and have like a full list of everything. But more than you would think. There's like being able to, there are like sections where you can play as the enemies and some bosses in some cases.
Huh.
It's neat. This game also came with Codename Kids Next Door official trading cards, which, as far as I know, are not worth any money. I could be wrong about that, but I have not seen like a market for those.
Yeah, somehow I doubt it.
This game did come with them. 'Cause the only person that would buy those would be me.
Well, there's your market right there.
No one else would be interested. Yeah, we got 100 rainbow monkeys, baby. I'm doing it for you, Twitch stream.
Doing it for you, Rainbow Monkey.
Spreading love wherever they go. All these streams are made of Big Rainbow.
You might say that.
They come in so many different colors, like red and orange and pink and blue. Love Rainbow Monkey. Whoa, there's one more! Almost eluded me. Oh, there's so... Oh, God. I thought we were gonna, like, get lowered onto a second ship, and I'm like, how much longer is this level? That goes down somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, that goes down to the rest of the... Okay. The thing I always loved about Sticky Beard's ship is how absolutely massive it is. It is, like, almost Gurren Lagann sized in some shots. And it doesn't fly! Like, getting from one area to another is just so much collateral damage. Just to operate.
That's how I would like to travel. I don't know about you.
It's a dreadnought, but it doesn't fly. It's honestly kind of incredible. There can't be too much more to this level, because we're like nearing the captain's quarters.
Well, if it isn't a Jolly Roger, the tastiest and rarest candy in all of North America. Maybe Sticky Face has good taste in candy after all.
I kind of want to play Sea of Thieves, but I can't.
I have Sea of Thieves. If you ever want to do like a co-stream of Sea of Thieves, you can be like the Flying Dutchman, nagging me as I try and deal with the seas alone.
As you try and tie your shoes.
Try and tie my shoes. What?
Hands away from the beard, Sticky fool.
Look at Sticky
Oh
here.
man.
So,
That's incredible.
You're not here for me,
candy, are
He's
you?
got a lollipop battle axe.
Perhaps he finally decided to join me as me new first
'Cause it's just got a big bite taken out of it.
Sail the suburbs, robbing kids of their candy. Arr.
This is also something that I always appreciated, is that, like, most of the villains take a look at number 5 and they're like, you know, you're pretty cool. You could pretty easily be a dragon if you wanted to. You want to just be a villain? Okay. Oh, you know what this looks like to me?
What?
This is Gwyn in the Kiln of the First Flame.
Yeah? Yeah, a bit.
Oh, I see. That's pretty great. You gotta get him to knock open these things and then distract him so that you can hit him. Oh boy. Come on. You wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I'll be taking all your candy soon enough.
Mark Hamill is great. Is he throwing like caltrops? Yes. They're peppermint. They're candy canes, but they're caltrops. That's incredible.
Number 5 is back, baby.
Trying to outfight old Sticky Beard, are ye?
Throw it. Oh, I see one over here. Maybe attack this? Oh boy. I kind of love this, although it's a little difficult to figure out where the next one is. Is it just random, maybe? Might just be random.
Have you tried breaking them open yourself?
I have not. Well, because the last time he broke one open and it was in there, I think. Oh, nope, you might be right. I love it. He just like jumps headfirst in like he's Scrooge McDuck. Sticky Beard is great. I also keep forgetting that I have a double jump. See, this is what happens when you take a week off between playing a game and then playing it again. Also, this is what happens when you're me and you play any video game ever, under any circumstances.
For any length of time.
Man, that hurt.
It doesn't matter how long it's been. It's just gonna keep happening. Get those good old combos.
You should try the big kick next time.
I will give it a shot. Right in the booty! I love that he's just got a... He's just the candy cane battle axe is amazing. Or the lollipop battle axe, rather. Okay, he's throwing 3 at a time this time. Okay, yeah, it's alright damage. It's not too bad. You really got to go for it though if you're gonna get that. If you're gonna get that that double jump. The problem is that I'm locked on when I try it, and I'm almost always moving because of the circular arena. Whereas if you want to do the double jump, I think you've got to do it from either forward motion or a dead stop. Come on, grab it. Is this it? That's it.
Okay, lassie. You've bested me. Take the candy then, but spare an old pirate his freedom.
Oh, come
I would love to add like a full-on track of Gwyn and Killing of the First Flame here, but I'm pretty sure that it would immediately get copyrighted. I might just do it anyway, though.
Might just do it anyway.
Ooh, we got 4 out of 4 secrets.
With Sticky Beard all munching on that Jolly Roger. With Sticky Beard all munching on.
Oh boy.
Mass Effect 3?
All right, Sticky Buns. Time for you to walk the plank right back to jail. Hey, sis.
Oh, that armor looks great.
What you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, Crabagale? My job. Getting these villains back in lockup where they belong. I'm just doing my job, too. I may not be a member of your
I appreciate that
kids
Kree
next
voices
door
both of them.
anymore, but I found new opportunities.
And that her older sister's name is Kree.
Oh, they
Yep.
hiring at the Pimple Mart? Let's just say that I've been spending some time with my friends from down the lane. Who else would hang out with you except those creeps?
Listen to this like Matrix
Very
track.
Funny, Flabbergale. But if you don't mind, I got some business to attend to.
Ow!
Have fun on your
was
mission,
brutal.
little sister.
She just tore his peg leg off.
Number 5, you'll never guess what.
No, it was his
Xander wants
candy
to
cane
see
hook
for that.
hand.
Cree,
Oh, you're right.
Wow, great guess. How'd you...
just pick up number 5 and get us back to base. Fast!
I knew it! Clearly there's a vast conspiracy behind this entire prison break.
Maybe those delightful dopes are just planning something special for their next cruddy birthday party or something.
Party, party, party!
Number 86
It's almost as if
just
you're
informed
approaching
us
some
that
kind of
Nightbrace
final
has been
boss.
spotted in the neighborhood
Almost.
with his gang of dented drones. He's
Not quite,
collecting
though. We
fireflies,
still have
and we need to know
Nightbrace to
why.
deal with.
Any volunteers?
Oh, look at that. They knew that they couldn't just zoom in on the texture, so they had to put in a little something extra. I appreciate that.
Ooh, hi, pretty firefly. What's the matter? Really? Nightbrace's dented drones have kidnapped.
Oh, good God. That's an Invader Zim kid right there.
Absolutely.
So parents can tell if their kids brush before bedtime. Don't worry, little firefly.
That's a lot.
I'll rescue your
So much is happening right now. Why does this game have a more intriguing plot than Mass Effect 3? Why?
Kids next door
You're not answering me.
I don't have an answer for you.
So you've come to rescue.
Can you look
all
up the
cute
budget
little
of this game?
fireflies, have you?
Oh wait, this one was
Well,
also
after my
30
dented
million.
drones get done with you, you too will be wearing a bug bright smile.
I would love to find out that this game somehow had like a multi-million-dollar budget.
Fence gate. You can help me get into the next yard?
Like a big money laundering thing.
Oh no.
Yes.
You seem kind of small.
What? You
95% of our
speak
proceeds went to Tom Kenny and Mark Hamill's voice performance.
Follow me, firefly friend. This way.
Like I
Everybody-
said, money laundering.
Ooh, that sounds painful. Stay close to me, little firefly, and I'll keep you away from those mean old bug zappers. But if you get zapped, even a little, fly back to where you started so I can find you, okay?
Alright, we're doing more collectathons.
Follow me, little
Only this
firefly.
time you want to stay away from the lights instead of going near them.
Although, thankfully, if you do...
And you can only have 4 of them at a time.
Oh no. If you do fuck up, they just come back to normal, though, which is good. Like, come back to normal is a bad way to put it. They return to their original positions instead of just screwing you out of it. Instead of restarting you. I feel, I feel like this is a little necessary, though. After the big stress that was the last mission, so far this feels more relaxing.
More doable, perhaps.
Less terrible. I really appreciate Cartoon Network Interactive games and the fact that they got all of the music back for them, because Ed, Edd n Eddy has like the same thing going on, where you play the misadventures and they have all the sound effects is the important part.
That's the most important thing in the world, I might say.
Like when you hit somebody in that game, or when you get hit, it sounds like it sounds exactly like you should.
Such big mouths for such tiny bugs.
I need to get these rainbow monkeys first. Sorry, Night Brace. We only have 3, so I mean that's gonna have to be solved soon.
Got a long way to go.
We're starting from the bottom to get to there. Now how in the hell do I get up there? Also, what's that on top? Oh, look at that! Interesting.
You probably have to backtrack.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we can't do this just yet.
You probably have to jump on the house in the next yard and then jump over.
Yeah, that seems...
Because you can glide, like Knuckles.
Knock, knock.
They do what? Well, that's not very nice.
For a second, I thought that was number 4.
Weapons. So I guess we'll just have to stay away from those zombie things together.
These poor kids. This is a horrifying fate. This is like Majora's Mask level.
They're basically rededs.
It's actually...
Redent.
Redents?
Yeah.
I like that. I was gonna say, they have, that's a surprisingly little creepy sound, actually. Reminds me of the Miblins in Wind Waker, of all things. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be our way up. That makes sense. Alright, we're half done. Now, where are the others? There's one over there. Probably on top of the house, I might say. Look at all these. Absolutely, give me those rainbow monkeys. Making some decent progress.
The biggest mistake they could have made with this game was not put rainbow monkeys in it.
Yeah. I'm surprised that rainbow monkeys are like the collectible for all of them. I feel like it would have been easy to, or it would have been significantly harder, but it would have made more sense to me to give like everybody their own collectible. Because number 3s would be the rainbow monkeys, but number 4 hates rainbow monkeys. Number 4 would collect, like, I don't know, action figures or something.
Basketballs.
Basketballs. Number 2...
Or dumbbells.
Or dumbbells. Dumbbells would be a good collectible. Number 2 would probably collect, like, sandwiches.
Hoagies.
Yes. Absolutely hoagies. Number 1 would probably collect, like... What would be a cool but boring thing for him to collect? You know what I mean?
Data pads.
Data pads? Yeah, okay. Number 5 could collect candy.
Yeah.
She was always a candy treasure hunter.
Those hard candies in this show always look super good.
Mm-hmm. Like the rupees that were made out of Blurpleberry.
Yeah. I could go for a Jolly Rancher right about now. Tell me,
Okay.
How allergic to Jolly Ranchers are you?
I'm not. They are just corn sugar. Knock on wood, but I can eat that.
That's astonishing, but it makes sense.
Yeah, stuff like stuff that's like fruit flavored or hard candy, a lot of the time I can. If it's like some of my favorites are Jolly Ranchers, or if not Jolly Ranchers, then Starburst are another one that I can have. Stuff like that. Starburst is just wax.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that tastes like
wax.
any kind of chocolate or cream, I can't, though. Or anything that's like a cookie, usually I cannot. I don't know why I said it like that.
I cannot.
Look how high I am! Holy shit!
I bet you could glide to that other house from there.
I'm king of the world! Ooh! Oh boy, oh boy!
Oh, you drop fast.
Yes, you do. Well, you wisely went to do something else while we were doing a lot of number 3's level last time. But yeah, you definitely don't have a lot of airtime here.
You're not quite as good as Knuckles. Knuckles can just go.
Knuckles can really move. And yes, I recognize that that joke doesn't entirely work, but you know what I'm going for.
Yes, you there, in the audience. You know what he's going for.
You've probably played Sonic.
Not in a long time.
What was the last Sonic game you played?
In terms of recency or when I played it?
In terms of recency. Like, what was the last Sonic game that you played?
Of the two, whichever came out later, Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic Heroes?
I believe Sonic Heroes came out after Shadow, I think. I've never been a Sonic dude. Oh god, that sounds like a horrible thing to be.
Oh man, it's like Sonic fans were like Half-Life fans before Half-Life fans.
I just mostly feel bad for Sonic fans because it's like when I complain about being a Mass Effect fan, the only game that I have to worry about is 3 and then Andromeda. But Sonic is like, I really like Sonic Adventure 1. I didn't play 2 when it was out, but like Sonic Adventure 1 is a really, really good game for the time. Super important to the Dreamcast. It was like probably the best Dreamcast game specifically that you could have asked for because it was built as like a tech demo for it. But after Sonic Adventure 1, I kind of couldn't find any Sonic game that I liked nearly as much as it.
Maybe it's not a backtracking thing. I don't think that's going to work.
No, I don't think I can get up there at all. Well, I can obviously get up there, but not from here, I don't think. Did I get all the rainbow monkeys? I did. Yeah, maybe we'll find a way back. But yeah.
It would suck to leave this level without getting the weapon.
It would. Oh god, the designs on these guys are awesome. Like, their move set, I guess you would say, I think is really very... It's surprisingly super creative. Like, the way that their teeth just are bug zappers if you get too close. It's rad. Well, 2 of them are dead, but I got 2 others. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take it. Now, number 3 can't attack, which is unfortunate.
Not until you get the weapon.
makes sense. She's a, she's a free spirit. But she also...
And a gentle soul.
Also did beat the crap out of some people. Some, like, she was no slouch, is what I'm saying. They all kicked ass equally. Except, usually number 4 would just do it more often. Number 4, number 1, and number 5 would do it most often. Whereas number 2 would create something and occasionally have to go out into the field and do it himself.
Well, you know what they say. Generals cower and armies crumble before the fury of a gentle soul.
Yeah.
You remember the Iron Giant?
I thought you were going to say you remember that quote from Codename Kids Next Door. I do remember the Iron Giant. I actually watched that not too long ago.
It's one of my favorite movies.
That's surprising to me.
Really?
Yeah. Because I usually think of Iron Giant as like a family film, and I would normally think of you as somebody who doesn't like them, but Iron Giant in particular makes a lot of sense. That's very up your alley.
It's a great movie.
Vin Diesel is a better actor than most people give him credit for.
Honestly.
I mean, he is Shakespearean trained, which a lot of people don't know. Like, he's a legit actor. He just also happens to be an action movie star.
I didn't know that about him.
Oh, yeah. Here, this one. These guys are a little bit of a pain in the ass right now. Just need to get up there. I gotta get in there! Okay. As long as I don't get zapped from behind, we should be okay.
I'm thinking this isn't a backtracky kind of level. Maybe you should go back and see if there's a way to get that weapon part. Because otherwise, how many parts do you have right now?
I think I have 3. Oh, now I have 3.
Oh, so they just put in more than enough. So if you can get that one that's above that wall to your left, you should be able to get the weapon.
That one.
See it?
Yeah, I see it. Oof. Let's go ahead. Gotta do it like the apex of the jump. There we go.
It's next door, Thumper.
The Thumper!
An ultra-microwave-powered ejection rifle.
I thought those were like little morning stars.
It's literally a railgun.
Does it fire cats? Or is it birds? What am I firing? Teddy bears. I'm firing teddy bears. I thought I was firing
okay, that's
like...
way less horrible.
I thought I was firing like live cats. They appear to be teddy bears. Okay, let's grab some more health. Oh, and there's still one more up there. Okay.
A gun that fires teddy bears. I didn't know we were playing Fallout 3.
That thing's got to be in New Vegas too, right?
No, it's not.
It's not? The Junker?
It's in... Nope. It's in 4, though. It was the rocket launcher in 3, came back as the junk jet in 4.
Right, okay. I always thought that was a really cool weapon, even though I never used it.
Oral hygiene that easily, do you? Well, let's see how you handle it when my dentadrones turn this neighborhood into a full-blown flossing party!
A party? Sounds like fun! Ooh, what should I wear?
What are you... That's not a fun party! It's a torturous, tooth-tapping, perilous party of pain!
Great! Should I bring guacamole?
Get her!
Honestly, just hearing Tom Kenny makes me want to go back and watch Mission Hill again.
He's doing a great job. He always does a great job.
Absolutely. This, I believe, the tire swing I'm supposed to break. I don't know if it's this level or if it's another one with number 1. But I know that one of them has a super secret attached to it. This one appears to just be going straight through it, though, so it might be the other one. Yeah, it might be the other level. The super secrets also, for anybody who might have been wondering, pretty much just me, I imagine, is the only one who was wondering. A lot of them appear to be, like, some of them are concept art, and some of them are little gameplay things. I think most of the concept art is locked behind the rainbow monkeys, which is why I've been going out of my way to get those ones. 50! Because I do want to show... Yeah, I do want to show those off at the very least. But yeah, the super secrets I think have mostly been gameplay stuff, like unlocking alternate skins for the characters and little gameplay modes. It's hard to keep track. It's surprisingly hard to keep track because there are just so many of them. And like, this game is not, you know, this game is not like well played and well documented like some other games are. So me trying to go out there,
surprising, I know.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if anybody has like a complete list of all the stuff in here. And I was looking and it's like, no, most places have like a thing or two, or 3 or 4 in some cases, but then there are like 13 possible combinations, you know what I mean? There are a lot of, there's a lot that I don't know. In general, but about this game in particular. Now, where are the other ones? Oh, I gotta destroy these shrubberies. I didn't even consider that rainbow monkeys might be hidden in the shrubberies. Because if rainbow monkeys are hidden in the shrubberies, who knows what else could be hidden? Here's one. Come on, little buddy. Anything over here? No, doesn't look like it. I can't believe...
Are bug zappers still a thing?
Boy, I'm trying to think if I've seen one recently.
I haven't seen one in, like, over 10 years.
I have seen them in, like, supermarkets and stuff. I've never seen anyone use them. More research is required. Welcome back. Codename Kids Next Door Operation video game. Upon further study, empirical evidence has shown that bug zappers were in fact outlawed in the late 1980s by the Patriots to help reduce the spread of pollination. Doesn't make any sense to me. But you know what else doesn't make any sense? There's a codex entry in Mass Effect 3 that refers to like plant life and animals and what gets eaten on some planet somewhere. I forget the exact phrasing, but I still vividly remember them referring to insects as not being animals, which, while fair, like, I understand how you would make that conclusion, how you would jump to that conclusion rather. It's not true. Bugs are part of the animal kingdom, and as petty as that is for me to say and bring up, I just want to point that out, because I know it's going to bug somebody out there, pun unintended. I just want to say that I am aware.
Spooky forest with spooky trees.
Well, Chauncey, we're lost in a dark and very expensive forest. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that we've got the gun. Otherwise, that would be a terrible, terrible place to try and go through. Something that I appreciate, again, is just the fact that all of the weapons that have been picked up, everything that we've done in this game so far has been part of the show. You know, like, there hasn't been any... Or there's been, like, surprisingly little that's made for the game. It's all stuff that you recognize. All well-designed things that you would feel like... that you would want to see in 3D are actualized in 3D.
Because it's like half the point of doing this.
Oh, boy.
Maybe even the whole point.
Speaking about things that are half or possibly the whole point of doing this, getting that rainbow monkey is pretty tricky considering the camera angle. Do it one more time. I say that we're going to do it one more time. I'm actually going to do it as many times as I need to in order to get the fucking thing. Okay, we got it.
Good job.
It ended up being one more time. Speaking of one more time, this stream, along with basically every stream that we've ever done, will ever do, and any piece of music that I ever make, is dedicated to Daft Punk, who unfortunately are no longer together. No longer making music, which super sucks. Like, talking about actual pioneers of their craft. And like a master class in dance and house music. I already miss them. Honestly, what a shame. Like, Daft Punk no longer working in the music industry is, for me, up there with, like, the news about David Bowie. It's hard to understate how much Daft Punk means to me in particular. They were a huge influence on me growing up, and probably, like, the biggest inspiration for me to have ever picked up music to begin with, which in turn, like, the reason why I ever started singing. You could make a through line there and say, like, if not for Daft Punk, I may not have ever done anything on stage. I missed them already.
Parents see how brilliant their children's teeth can be with my bug-bright toothpaste. They'll be drawn to it like fireflies to a bug zapper.
Not if I can help it!
But that's just it. You can't help it.
Can't you?
Cannot.
Can't you?
Oh, stop that.
I love it.
It's wonderful. Something else I appreciate about it, number 3, is the fact that, like, number 3 was never the one to directly start combat, right? Like, she wasn't a combat operative, but usually number 3 was the one who would absolutely fuck things up if she ever got mad.
Gentle soul and all that.
It's always the quiet ones. Not that she's quiet, but...
But still, it's the quiet ones you gotta watch.
It's the ones... It's... When a good man goes to war, the demons hide. It's also my favorite Codename Kids Next Door quotation. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind... Ooh, we got a secret!
Good job.
I'm a little confused as to how to get some of the... Like, some of these feel like... Oh, God. Like I'm missing something. Just jumping at the perfect apex of the jump, baby?
The camera not playing along isn't helping.
No, it's not. It's really not helping. We got a double jump. Maybe I need to double jump? Maybe? Well, okay,
there will be more rainbow monkeys, my friend.
Well, yeah, there's going to be more rainbow monkeys than we need, probably.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let these ones go.
Like, for a weapon part, I would say do it. But for a single rainbow monkey, maybe not.
Number 3 would do it for the rainbow monkeys. Every single one of them.
Every single one.
That's the difference
But
between...
unfortunately, we're on a time limit.
That's true. I wonder if we're actually going to get to the end of this game by today, because there's an hour left of the game. Well, there's an hour left of the stream.
If you keep playing like this, we sure won't.
No, probably not. Whoops. What's that you say? Unsubscribed from EndsvilleArcade. No. You shouldn't do that. You should convince other people to buy the merchandise that we don't have. You should go on Etsy.com and make your own bad, like, bootlegged merchandise. Please don't do that, also. What am I missing here? Oh, it's just depth perception. Apparently I'm missing the depth perception. We're good? We're good. Now, where is this Firefly Gate? You see this Firefly Gate anywhere, you let me know. I don't see anything. Ever.
Is it the back door, maybe? On the house?
Maybe? No?
No.
There we go. Oh wait, I gotta go back that way. All right, it's tucked into the environment pretty well there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I would not have. I know, like the camera even panned over and showed it, but man, I would not have seen this.
You would not have seen it except for the fact that you did.
That's right. If not for the fact that my senses are heightened, working at superhuman levels to optimize my gameplay flow and strategy for the purposes of the stream. Oh my god, you were hidden in the bush? I just murdered that child.
And you did it for a rainbow monkey.
I'd do it again. I'd kill 1,000 children before I let this rainbow monkey die. And I'd kill any child who gets in my way. That's right, officer. I did it. And you know what? It was fun. Fixing a carburetor. There we are. I've noticed that number 3's levels in particular seem to be longer than the others.
That may or may not have something to do with the fact that they are more puzzle-oriented.
Or more just collectible-oriented, too.
Also true.
Like that collecting the hamsters thing, that took a long while.
The puzzles might be a bit much for your critical thinking brain.
I'm sorry, I don't have one of those.
It's in the shop.
Critical thinking? Did you mean breaking things? When I get frustrated? Or when I don't? That's a cool piece of art, though. I like that.
That's a pretty good piece of art.
If it wasn't for the border, I would use that as like a background or something.
There's nothing you can do here, number 3. Even if you could get into the clock tower, my firefly darts are sealed with child-proof lids, completely impervious to brats like you.
I like that. I like the invocation of the child-proof lid.
Maybe if I can find enough of your friends, they can burn through those lids and rescue them?
That's like, that's kryptonite to the kids next door.
No! Can't these stupid fireflies...
That and Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And asparagus.
Man, that's the craziest thing, too, because I remember watching,
At a time. That's right, twice as many as before. Wow, I didn't know you guys could do math.
Oh, it's breaking down a little bit.
A little bit.
Pass those gears without getting smushed. Looks like it's all up to you now. Sorry.
Oh, holy shit on a shit sandwich.
Bells? I want to ring the bells. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling.
Is this what a fever dream sounds like?
Yes.
Can I just fall off the edge of the platform? Totally. Yes, I can.
Oh, that was close. You cut it real close.
I know. Oh, man. I hope that this doesn't take another 40 minutes. $32. I need 32 of them. That's you don't want to see that pop up on screen.
That's a big number.
That's like 32 higher than I can count.
At least they let you hold more than 4 of them now.
I want to imagine that when they first designed this, they totally didn't. And then somebody on the team was like, dude, come on.
No.
And
that's why the game doesn't tell you.
I have needed to go home to see my wife for a week. You can't just keep me in this room playing these rainbow monkey puzzles over and over and over again. OSHA has rules against this kind of thing.
And then EA chimes in and is like, yeah, and?
EA chimes in, like, trying to make a Panic at the Disco reference, and it's not coming to me. Haven't you people ever heard of spending a goddamn dime? Oh no, I'm gonna fall and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna say this too. When I was younger, I totally had a fear of heights. This level would have freaked me out for sure.
Fear of heights is the one thing I never had.
I had a fear of
heights. I had many fears growing up.
It's weird because I had a fear of heights, but I didn't have a fear of big heights. Like, I've always felt good in airplanes, and I've always felt good, like, on top of... Oh, yeah, there we go.
There you go.
I've always felt good in airplanes and, like, on top of really, really, really tall buildings.
Only way I can rescue all your friends is if they follow me 8 at a time. That's right, twice as many.
Okay, I don't have to do all... Okay, I was gonna say, is she doing the spiel again because I have to do 32? The answer is no.
Oh, she does tell you. You get to carry 8 instead of 4.
Yes. No, she does tell you.
Twice as many as before.
Oh, boy. Oh, there are so many of these stupid kids. That's why the music is... Or the... Well, the sound in general is just dying. There's just too much going on.
There's just too much going on.
I was saying something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. Like, being on top of a tall tower or in an airplane or something like that, that never bothered me. But being on top of, like, a ladder or, like, 4 steps up the way of a staircase, that terrified me. Because it was the knowledge of, if I die on an airplane, I'm just gonna die. Or if I fall off this tower, I'm just gonna get liquefied when I hit the ground. But if I fall off, like, the 4th step on this staircase, I could just completely fuck myself up.
Oh, speaking of completely fucking yourself up, here you go.
There we go. How do I get up there? I don't...
Okay, little fireflies. Listen,
There's probably more than you need.
the only way I can rescue all your
That could be.
is if they follow me 8 at a time. That's right, twice as many as before.
But the,
Wow,
like, also...
I didn't know you guys could do math. Pretty clock tower.
I'm sorry, I really love her delivery of that, because I can't do math for shit. 26, 27, 28, 29. We have 29, I think, unless I can't do math. No, we have 30. I can't do math.
Years without getting smart.
Wow, shocker.
Like it's all up to you now. Sorry.
And there's your last 2 over there.
If I can get them.
Maybe I was wrong. Are you holding the analog stick forward? Does that make you glide further?
Yes. If you don't hold the analog stick, you just go down.
Ah, I see.
Alright, here's one. Only need to get one more. So are there any of them that would be easier to get, maybe? Because I think I've been having trouble getting these last 2, but they've both been far enough to make it, like, problematic. Alright, I'm gonna try this.
You probably got it this time.
Maybe? Yeah, okay, we got it. Good stuff. I love that they just fall over, like... Just clunk. I'm out, man. This is really good music. What the fuck? Oh, hell yeah!
The emulator can't take it.
No, child. Your CPU can't take it.
Oh, lousy kids next door. Even if I do run out
Can't
of
even handle it here.
fireflies, there's always stink bugs.
They ought to call you Yucky Brace.
Damn!
Stink right toothpaste for teeth so white you can smell it. Oh, or maybe spider paste, the toothpaste that flosses while you brush.
Oh my god.
I'm not listening.
I wish I wasn't listening.
Never mind. I already have enough bug bright to brush all the children's teeth in the world.
Why is it doing this?
All of it
It's
in
on a
secret
still image.
location where you'll never find it. Or me.
Okay, good. We're past it. We did not get all of the rainbow monkeys. I'll have to go back and do that off camera.
La 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 la. Save the fireflies. La 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 la.
Good work, number 3. The fireflies you've rescued have agreed to help us locate Nightbrace's secret hideout.
Bingo. It doesn't get any clearer than that.
The cavity cave.
Excellent. Now it's time to put the squeeze on Mr. Bug Bright
Let's
toothpaste.
kick his ass.
Number 4, you stay back and guard the treehouse.
Again? And don't touch any buttons.
All right, team. Let's go floss Nightbrace.
Poor number 4.
You see that bottle rocket launcher?
Yes, I do. You see how it's not a flat texture? And like on the ends, you can see there's a bit of transparency?
Night Race
Yeah.
in the Cavity Cave.
I
The
appreciate
fireflies
that.
were right after all. Bug Bright toothpaste won't be unleashed on the children of the world if the kids next door can help it.
Hell yeah, we're back in action. Oh, look at that! I am so glad that I just turned around.
Aha!
That's like Streets of Rage level.
He can control the spread of Bug Bright toothpaste throughout the entire
You just turn
world,
left
and
once
only
and you
I
get
can
some
stop
kind of extra.
Yeah.
I expect that in 2D games. I don't expect that in 3D games. It's actually a really well-hidden bonus.
How do you like that Sega Genesis gun?
I like it a lot. I like that these guys... I was gonna say, I like that these guys rush you down. I appreciate the rush down. Also, this is pretty much just the Batcave. I'm getting flashbacks to the cave that we made in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. As Batcave went, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty. I like that it was ramshackle.
It was an outpost, a bat outpost. You can't glide anymore.
I know. I was
Just in
gonna
case
say,
you forgot.
how am I gonna get to that one? Jesus. Enter passcodes 1 through 4 to enter the central layer.
Looks
Sorry,
like I'm
what?
not going anywhere without those passcodes, but they've got to be around here somewhere. Maybe this other control panel does something.
Oh, buttons. I like buttons. Oh, okay. That's fine. I expected this to be way worse. Imagine you're doing this and you like they didn't clip it quite right, and you just start grinding into the side of the wall until everything falls apart and explodes. These are the thoughts that I have.
Don't I know it?
I can't explain why, and I refuse to answer for my crimes against humanity. But note that they are there. They exist. They are many. Huh. I'm surprised I didn't make that. Oh well. There's always next time. As the person looks down at the timeline of the video nervously tapping their foot and says, wait, this video is how many hours long?
What person? What video?
I don't make videos. You're not even here, really. I'm just talking to myself.
I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Who said that? Was that you, Figment?
No.
Oh good, I was worried.
A call is coming from inside the stream.
Oh, woo! I didn't know it was the month of Macabre already.
I wish it was.
So
I'm looking forward to it happening again.
So yeah, I would say, judging by the numbers that I've seen so far, I'm pretty sure most of the people who are actually subscribed only want to see weird horror games, and I appreciate that. Because I've totally been that person. And all I can promise you is that so far, I have a bunch of them already queued up and ready to go.
The month of Macabre will return.
It will return in Month of Macabre 2.
The sequel.
Honestly, I can't wait for it, because there's been a lot of really cool horror games that came out, like, right after Halloween happened last year, and I was so pissed off. Like, Phasmophobia got really, really big right at the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, fuck, man. Where were you on October 10th when I was playing Iketsuki? Although Akatsuki was actually probably my favorite of the games that we played. Just saying.
Akatsuki was pretty good.
This old generator must be hooked up to a computer terminal. A little power shot should kickstart it.
Gotta do a
That other game, whatever it was less good.
Oh god, which one? There were a couple of those that were not great.
You gotta use your super move on this, I think.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what you think of this. These
Nice.
false teeth are blocking the flow of power. I'll have to shoot them down.
This is Arkham Asylum.
It really is Arkham Asylum.
Wow, Rocksteady. Tip of the day: brush your teeth before and after every meal, and between meals, and during long meals.
1 down, 3 to go. Now to find the next computer.
I appreciate that you can shoot while you're backflipping.
Yeah, it's cool.
Are you tired of wondering if your kids have brushed their teeth? Make them use Bug Bright and you'll see the light.
Is that just another figment of my imagination?
I can't believe you just walked past that rainbow monkey.
There was a rainbow monkey?
Yeah.
Where? Where is the rainbow monkey? That's not a rainbow monkey.
It was there, you walked past it.
That's a candy.
No, there was a rainbow monkey and you walked past it.
Oh, I didn't see
it. The footage will vindicate me.
I'm sure it will. I apologize profusely. Although, considering the last time... Okay. Can I just point out that if I had something like this, if I had a layer like this...
it would just be spinning all the time.
And I will one day. Yeah, I would just leave this on and piss off everyone who ever tried to visit. Because you know everybody would want to visit, like, the cool Batcave. And then you would get there and you'd be like, wait, why does he have the revolving staircase on literally 100% of the time? And I'd be like, well, why would I ever turn it off? Now, you know what I want at this point?
What?
I want, like, a sitcom, but, like, in the Batman universe. Like, imagine...
Everyday adventures
of the Bat family.
Alfred.
Of Alfred, yeah. Instead of having, like, you know, Kramer and Elaine and everybody visiting Jerry's apartment, you've got everybody trying to visit the Batcave as Alfred is just doing his stuff. And things are happening around them. Oh,
also, I love the nomenclature of the Bat family.
Totally. Don't think about what happened between Batman and Barbara during the Killing Joke. Otherwise, yeah, the Bat family's great.
Well, hey, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's not thinking about stuff.
Hey, you and me both.
I take medication so I can not think about things more easily.
I take pride in the fact that I don't think about almost anything ever. That's not true. Again, if you're young and impressionable and, like, going to school, you should keep going to school.
I don't know if I support that.
Out of 10 dentists agree, Bug Bright toothpaste tastes awful. I mean...
Yeah.
I'll say this. You're probably not missing much by not going to American public schools.
Oh, no. Well, okay. I got kicked out of school for being a punk-ass kid when I was in junior high and, like, the first year or two of high school. I will admit that. I have good memories of being a punk-ass kid who did things that he shouldn't have done. And because of that, when I eventually went back into public school, I had a really good experience and I learned a lot. But, like, both paths are valid, I would say. I had, I learned a lot. This one next, probably? Doesn't have a thing on it.
It's the one you fell in.
Ah, that's right. Go to school and learn things. But also, if you don't go to public school, you can still learn things. If you are in
You'll
public
probably learn things better and more easily, like watching Discovery Channel like I did.
You will probably learn if you have the want and the need to learn, you'll learn. Like, people will find a way to satisfy their curiosity. That's just what kids do. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, school, especially if you live in North America, school is maybe bullshit a lot of the time, but learning and like learning skills and taking classes and everything, that's still good for you and you should do it.
Learning is important. School is not the place to do it.
Unless it happens to work for you, in which case, great.
But if you're watching this channel, it probably didn't.
You should watch this channel during your class. And see what happens.
Ah, sugar rush.
Just like headphones out, full volume in the middle of the classroom, flipping the bird to your instructor of choice.
In the making of this product, except the fireflies that we use to make this product.
And if they have a problem with it, you can direct their. They can direct
their complaints to our Discord channel.
I was gonna say they can direct their complaints and their well wishes and or lack thereof to our business email, which we
might
do
as
have.
well just be your Discord channel. There's
Might
no
as well
difference.
be the Discord channel. Tell them to pop in the Discord channel, and I would love to argue with your professors live, on stream in the middle of class. If they have a problem with me taking 5 hours to collect all of the rainbow monkeys in Codename Kids Next Door Operation video game for the Nintendo GameCube Entertainment System, then they can just tell them to eat their peas, Professor, and see if that gets you anywhere. Because, hey, your professors are old enough that maybe they might appreciate it. They probably won't, but they might.
You never know.
You never know until you try.
Oh no, problem afoot.
Wow.
Innovation is afoot. And the hand, and the leg.
And then number one suffocated slowly in this cave system with dying of hunger and thirst.
He had to start eating the rainbow monkey. It was a weird episode.
It was a good one, though.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of Teen Titans where Robin goes crazy and thinks that Slade is attacking him.
That's it. Now to head back.
That was a really good episode.
It was. Red X is like the epitome of edgy kid, like, cartoon. Because Red X was never
That nightlight sure it tastes funny, but brush with bug bright.
like Red X was never explained or elaborated on, because you learned that it was Robin, and then after you learned that it was a Robin, some other dude just broke into the vault and stole it, and you never learned what his deal was.
He was just some dude. He's like, yeah, this costume is pretty cool. It's full of all kinds of gadgets that I can use to do crime.
I can't believe that Robin created this totally broken spy suit and just keeps it in a vault. Because Robin was like, the power source on this suit is way too dangerous to actually destroy. It might just cause some sort of horrible explosion. So what if I just keep it locked away? And the answer to what if I just keep it locked away is that some dude will just get written into the script to steal it.
Oh no, is that the script?
And then he never shows up again.
Because that show was supposed to get more seasons than it got.
But it's kind of awesome that he never showed up again.
Because you would get the fuck out of Dodge after stealing from Robin.
Right? But also, like, what are you gonna do against Red X? The Titans couldn't stop him.
Well, the Titans couldn't stop him because that was Robin in the suit. And he's kind of a natural badass. The suit just made him better.
Yeah, but once the suit was stolen, they tried to fight him again. Like, they tried to fight the new guy, and he was equally as strong. Like, they couldn't beat him.
Because there was supposed to be a resolution arc that never happened.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's a good show. I kind of wish I was watching it right now.
We had 2 games. Two Teen Titans games. 3 if you want to count that fighting game. There was like a proper home release, Teen Titans for the Gamecube. It was like I want to say like an X-Men Legends style, like multiplayer beat 'em up, I think. And then there was Battle Blitz, which was the Flash fighting game on CartoonNetwork.com. And then they also had Teen Titans... Oh, God. There was also Teen Titans something or other. There was another one. I don't remember what the other one was. I mean, I remember what it was. I don't remember what it was called. It was
I kind of want a produced, licensed game in that universe that's like your Spider-Man Miles Morales, you know?
Totally.
But you get 5 playable characters, and you can play with up to 4 other people.
Sounds like you want the Square Enix-made Avengers game.
A river of pure fluoride. One wrong step.
Only the problem with that game... Dude, you would hate that game so much.
Yeah, probably. They should make that again, but good.
They should make that again, but without all of the microtransactions that totally destroyed the entire design of the game. And also, like, make it run properly. Like, that game literally... It completely broke. Because corporate, aka Square Enix, mandated, no, put everything into this game. Like, make it Destiny times 8. Oh, don't do the side flip. Make it Destiny times 8. And what happened was that the game wasn't designed for that. So it just died. Like, it's... As somebody who designs games, you would look at that and just be like, I have never seen a greater failure than this failure.
And those are some big shoes to fill, let me tell you.
The Avengers game by Square Enix is literally... I say it a lot, but it is literally what is wrong with the industry. Like, distilled into its purest form. God fuck damn it!
You did it again!
I did it again because I keep forgetting that, like, you have to do it from a dead stop.
Coming soon, Bug Bright Chunky, now with 37% more Firefly butt. Yum.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry to me, I gotta keep doing it. Also, you know what?
Yeah, big sorry to you.
This level in particular also reminds me a lot of Arkham Asylum, like the fluoride river and everything.
It's got that look to it. That fluoride could all just be venom.
And the music also.
Oh, very much so.
It's got a certain Danny Elfman feel to it. Can I just...
It's not worth it. It's not worth it!
Fuck you! I need that Rainbow Monkey!
I tried to tell you it wasn't worth it.
I knew I was gonna die, but it was worth it.
You didn't get it! You reset to a checkpoint!
I thought I kept the 41. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I think I didn't keep it.
I told you it wasn't worth it. Now you're back here again.
It was worth it. I would do it again if I could.
It wasn't worth it.
I might do it again. I hope you're ready to spend the next 5 hours here in the Fluoride River. This is my game of the year 2020, by the way. Actually, kind of.
Well, your game of the year 2020 was Deadly Premonition 2.
Yes, and the runner-up was the runners-up were Miles Morales and Final Fantasy VII Remake, probably. Hades.
I am not enjoying the proposition of toothpaste meets orange juice.
Well,
you seem like the type of person who would love that.
No.
Really?
It's bile, dude.
It's overpoweringly bitter. I thought you liked that kind of thing.
No, it's like it's like a certain chemical makeup. Those two things combined together, and it's very comparable to like human bile. Comparable, if you're feeling fancy.
Well, you still seem like the kind of person who would like it. Person who likes bitter things.
That's fair. I do like black licorice.
You disgust me.
I mean, I disgust people for all kinds of reasons. I'll take it. Is this a mine? Okay. I thought that was like a mine that was gonna fucking blow up if I walked on it. I'm glad that turned out to not be the case.
Much better.
I love Nigel Uno's voice.
Very good. You still gotta watch that JoJo Part 2.
Yeah.
It's the best part, in my opinion.
I'm gonna start watching JoJo when people stop recommending that I watch JoJo. Because it's like you can't...
Well, I'm never gonna stop.
You can't go anywhere in life without people being like, yo, but JoJo, though. You know what? Like, it's not against JoJo.
I get it. I haven't watched Evangelion for the same reason, so I get it.
And I'm guilty of that, too, because I like to talk about Evangelion a lot.
I totally understand.
But I did watch a little bit of JoJo. I watched part 1, and I watched a little bit of part 2, back when like the V.I.D.E.O.G.A.M.E subs were the only things that you could find. So we're talking like way back, like before the remake, I think.
Yeah.
Before whatever the current like production. Oh man, that kid just got wasted.
I saw.
Before the current production line of whatever of whatever JoJo is now happened, I watched that original run, and it was bad, but I still liked it. What part is the Pillar Men? Is that part 3?
That's part 2.
Okay, I watched as far as the Pillar Men coming to life.
Part 3 is Dio and the Stands.
Right. Yeah, I didn't see part 3.
I think you would like part 4 the best.
I need to short-circuit it.
Which part is JoJolion?
Part either 5 or 6.
I like JoJolion's design.
Wait, I actually don't know.
Aha. Nightbase must use this control panel to command his Denta drones. If I can gain control of a drone, I bet I can guide it to short out that circuit.
Okay. Seems fair. Oh my goodness. Wait, am I on like a time limit or something? This seems too easy. Oh, it's Pac-Man.
You can't jump. This is actually interesting, if it's Pac-Man.
This appears to be Pac-Man. Although without the ability to, like, eat them. Also without the ability to fall off the edge. I mean, you know, you can't fall off the edge in Pac-Man either, but I assumed that I would be able to fall off the edge here.
Yeah, that's a little surprising that you can't.
Hell yes. 59 rainbow monkeys.
Oh, I think the gimmick is that you have to do it multiple times.
Headgear has shorted out part of the gate. 4 more drones should be enough to get it open.
Oh, did they just give me more each time? Now I understand. In that case, this is probably a shorter level than I originally thought. I mean, I say that now. We've been doing this for like half an hour, probably. You know, this level has a kind of Nickelodeon feel to it.
You're just saying that because of all the gack.
I'm saying that because of the gack, but also, like, the specific combination of, like, the green, the blue, and the orange.
Yeah?
Very 90s Nickelodeon.
Can I also just say gack is a horrible word? I don't like
gack.
No.
Fair enough. This is, well, this is reminding me a lot of, like, Legends of the Hidden Temple. And a little bit of Invader Zim. 75 rainbow monkeys. Fuck away from me, kid. It's got like a creepy little Rugrats vibe to it.
A bit.
Not to be confused with actual creepy Rugrats, which is Rugrats all grown up. What a failed experiment that was. What if we took the entire gimmick of our show and just got rid of the gimmick of our show?
Well, the idea is that it would still be good because shows shouldn't need to rely on gimmicks. But it doesn't always work out that way in practice.
Yeah, I mean, Rugrats was never like this Shakespearean character study about the Pickles family. Like, there were characters.
Although with the way Stu is written, you could be forgiven for thinking otherwise.
Stu's pretty good.
The dad characters in those shows are always the best.
Well, yeah, because the shows are written by dads.
Why are you making chocolate pudding at 4 in the morning?
I've lost control of my life. Here's your pudding, Angelica. Thanks, Uncle Stu, but I'm not hungry anymore. Ah! That's straight up one of the best scenes in, like, Western animation history.
Honestly.
Well, okay, I don't know about you, but, that scene gained new life for me back when I was into the Proto-Men, because there was just that whole section of time where people were remaking that scene like it was steamed hams.
Mm-hmm.
And there was, Stu lights up the night at 2 in the morning, and it was just like the same thing, but Stu was wearing like a Proto-Man helmet, and he kept just breaking in to light up the night instead. It sounded terrible, but it was hilarious.
That's all that really matters.
I kind of can't believe that we're going to need to do a 3rd episode for the finale of Codename Kids Next Door Operation Video Game. Entirely my fault, but...
if it ends early, we can play some cell damage.
Well, if it ends early, yeah, that, and we also have a lot of the, we have, like, special content to check out, too, right?
New controlling night races
True.
could be so much fun. It's like racing a remote-controlled car.
Oh, boy. Alright. I was watching an episode of Teen Titans the other day, and I saw something that I really, really liked, which was,
yeah?
I forgot how much I liked this as a kid, But do you remember Robin had like a he had like a Goku style staff that would just
and it was stored in like something the size of a quarter.
And it would just expand and retract as needed.
That was fucking awesome. I had a feeling you were gonna mention that.
But it would also it was like crazy long.
Yeah.
Like when it needed to be.
Iron staff is fucking ruled, dude.
Like I think I've talked to you before about how much I love bow staves in fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Or staves.
Your love had to start there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the exact reason why that and like Goku's like arsenal in Dragon Ball is one of my favorite arsenals in fiction because it's like the combination of that staff plus the Nimbus Cloud is incredible to me.
The staff, the Nimbus Cloud, and the Dragon Radar are all you need, really.
Dragon Radar is pretty cool. Gotta go this way. Man.
You ready for some precision platforming?
No!
No! Pazuzu!
Pazuzu! Why? Why? Why didn't I break his legs?
Satan! You owe me!
Gotta go! Fight Club! Gotta go, Fight Club is one of my favorite things.
I'm surprised you don't just say that on the regular.
I do! I've said that to you on the regular.
I'll just have to take your word for it.
We would be playing like Grand Theft Auto, and I would decide to leave, and I would just say, gotta go! Fight Club! Professor Farnsworth is incredible.
Yeah.
What's your favorite gag in Futurama?
That's a tough one.
I know what mine is, but I'm curious as to what yours is.
What is yours?
Mine is the one in the Christmas episode where the bomb gets placed down and Bender has to like shield everybody with his own body, and he just jumps on it and counts down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then nothing happens, and he just starts cackling and then explodes mid-laugh.
You so soon, number one. I'm afraid my appointment book is full. So many children in need of braces, you know. But for you, I'm sure I can find a few spare moments to kill, or should I say, to drill.
Damn.
I think one of my favorite gags might be the other bit in maybe the other Christmas episode where Fry and Leela are standing under the mistletoe, and then Robot Santa is like, "Your mistletoe is no match for my toe missile."
That's pretty good.
That's a good one. Robot Santa in general is, I think, one of my favorites.
Drilled out of me. Maybe if I tried attacking Nightbrace from behind.
There we go. The Christmas episodes in Futurama are all really good. There are just so many different episodes in Futurama that make me happy. Just to watch in general, I mean.
Yeah.
Like, even the sad ones make me happy because of how good they are. Okay, I wish there was a little bit of a way to go slightly faster. Kind of locked into a certain speed, though.
At least this one is a rule of 3. At least for this phase.
Until I die and have to do it all over again.
Wow, you really want to dodge early on that one.
I do want to dodge early. I want to dodge early and often. The wasteland is a dangerous place. I expect it to come out a lot faster than it does.
What game is that from? Fallout?
Yes. Save early and often. The wasteland is a dangerous place.
Mm-hmm.
Really
The Devil's Hands Are Idle Playthings might be my favorite episode.
Your hands are so cold, and yet hell is
Yet
so
hell
hot.
is so hot!
And I'm getting the cavities drilled out of me. Maybe if I
That's a
try
really
attacking
good one.
Nightbrace from behind.
You can't just have characters announce how they feel. That makes me feel angry.
That's a good one.
Now brace for impact.
Watch that ledge.
I wonder if I can fall off of it.
Probably.
I mean, yeah,
God,
probably.
that's such an early dodge. It's so weird.
It feels right. Much like Carly Rae Jepsen would say, it feels right. Good album. It's a surprisingly good album.
Forgive me if I don't believe you.
That's fair. You wouldn't like it, but it's a good album. Emotion and Dedication are good. Dedication is a weird album because it starts really slow and gets great. But for the first, like, 3 tracks, I'm not a fan. As I'm having this conversation with myself.
Yeah, I mean, what am I here for?
Vix, what's your favorite Carly Rae Jepsen track? Is it Call Me Maybe? Because it's mixed with, like, DMX? Call Me Maybe is acceptable. It's a good song.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
I will fight you to the death on this one. It's a fucking terrible song.
It is, like, genetically engineered, that song.
It's genetically engineered to piss me off. Just like every other fucking song my mom listens to.
Is that... Man. That felt like I should have been able to jump over it, I'm just saying. Wonder if I can get close and that'll do anything different. No. Getting close is a bad idea. Just like Neon Genesis Evangelion told me.
Maybe if I tried attacking Nightbrace from behind.
I am the brush, and you are the black.
Okay, see, sometimes it looks like you've done it, and then it... Not quite. It is a super early dodge. Which Dark Souls boss does this remind you of? It reminds me of the Curse of Rotted Greatwood a little bit.
It reminds me of a really bad boss in Darksiders 3.
Oh. Is that just every boss?
Yes, but one in particular is the worst.
Getting a little dizzy here. Don't stream while dizzy. In fact, I'm going to take that a step further. Don't stream.
Don't be dizzy.
Don't stream. Can I hit him while he's doing that? I wonder. No. That'd be awesome if I could.
I thought you did.
I hit him, but I don't think he took damage.
Maybe my eyes don't work.
Because when he flashes red when he takes damage.
Yeah, I thought he did.
Did we get him? I think we got him. Yeah!
Good job.
Oh boy, yeah.
Kids next door, making children's cavities and rotten teeth safe around the globe. Let's go, Nightbrace.
Well, okay, we got 117 rainbow monkeys, which means we've unlocked a free copy of Halo 3. We got all 4 secrets, and none of the super secrets. Let's go ahead and watch this next cutscene, and then we will probably wrap this up next time. What do you say to that?
I say that sounds like a good time.
Hell yeah. Don't touch the memory card or the power button, though.
Number 1, we've got a problem here.
Let me guess. You need the plunger? Run out of toilet paper? Can't find your way out of the bathroom?
No! Well, yeah, but we are out of toilet paper. But aside from that, I'm picking up an intruder inside the treehouse.
Again? Okay, we'll be there as soon as possible. Number 1 out. Kids next door, this is a super double code blurberberry.
Yeah!
All right, you cruddy
Hell yeah.
trespasser. Come out.
Super double code Blurberberry is gonna be the go live notification for next time. Write that down.
You can't keep a good villain down.
I already forgot.
Super double code Blurpleberry.
Alright, I got you.
Hell yeah. Alright, everybody. That's pretty much going to be it for us this time. Stay tuned next time, this time next week, for the finale to Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Video Game for the Nintendo GameCube Entertainment System by Nintendo of America. Anything you want to say before we head out?
What if it's not over?
What if it just keeps going forever?
What if it's another 3 hours?
What if it's another 3 hours?
I'm just saying.
Find out next time on Endsville Arcade.
Same bat time, same bat channel.